everybody. I've decided to do a track by track episode because a lot of people like to have track by tracks of groups that don't really matter because they're kind of boring and they are stuff that people listen to all of the time and they keep listening to it over and over and over and over again. So they're like, oh, you like this album more than that album? Then why don't we do a track by track of that album versus another album or versus another album, and on and on and on and on. So what I decided to do was to give you something really cool, which is a track by track of two albums that I have not even heard. I'm only going to go by what I think the titles might mean to me and if I think that track should win. But I've never heard either of these albums because neither of these groups are groups that I really care about. I think they're boring, and they have maybe one group has maybe a few songs that I like. The other group, I don't know of any song of theirs that I like. I'm not going to mention which group I like better. I'm just going to say the two groups are Dokken and Cinderella. And I've never heard either of these two albums. The Dokken album is dysfunctional, and the Cinderella album is still climbing. And they both have 11 songs, so that's the reason why I picked those particular two. I had another lineup that I wanted to do, but I had to go with the number of tracks. But if I haven't heard the album, then why does it matter anyway? Anyway, we'll start off with the first song from Dokken's album, Dysfunctional, and then we'll go on to the first song from Cinderella's album, Still Climbing, and then we'll go on to the second song from Dokken and the second song from Cinderella, and so on and so forth. Anyway, Dokken. First song is Inside Looking Out, and that's compared to Cinderella's Bad Attitude Shuffle. I don't know why, but to me, Bad Attitude Shuffle probably sounds like it's going to be a better song. I give it to Bad Attitude Shuffle. Okay, that's one vote for Cinderella. The next song, Dokken's Hole in My Head versus Cinderella, All Comes Down. I kind of like the title Hole in My Head. I think that's kind of cool. I'm going to give that one to Dokken. The next song from Dokken is The Maze versus Cinderella's song Talk is Cheap. Oh, I like the title of The Maze better. That sounds kind of cartoonish and fun. You know, the title Talk is Cheap sounds like they hired someone for a dime to come up with that title, so the title was cheap. Phooey on that. Okay. The next song from Dokken is Too High to Fly versus Cinderella's Hard to Find the Words. Man, Dokken is coming up with all the cool titles. Come on, Cinderella, can you do better than that? Well, musically, you're both about similar, so the answer is no. But at least as far as the titles are concerned, Dokken is kind of winning it a little bit so far. Anyway, the next song from Dokken is Nothing Left to Say versus Cinderella's Blood from a Stone. I like that Cinderella title. That's cool. That gives a point. Okay. We've got a point from Cinderella. Okay. Next song from Dokken is Shadows of Life versus Cinderella's Still Climbing. I kind of like the title Still Climbing a little better. It sounds a little bit athletic, like it might be an energetic song. I don't know if it is, but that's how it seems. So, another point for Dokken. And then the next song from Dokken called Long Way Home versus Cinderella's Freewheelin'. I like the title Freewheelin'. The title Long Way Home doesn't seem like it matters much. Seems like the reason why someone is a long way home is because they don't like how someone kept mentioning to them that they were a long way home, and they don't like to have to hear about it. Anyway, the next song from Dokken is Sweet Chains versus the Cinderella song Through the Rain. I'm giving this one to Dokken. The title Sweet Chains sounds interesting enough for me to be into it. I think that's kind of cool. And then Dokken's song Lesser of Two Evils versus Cinderella's song Easy Come, Easy Go. I'm giving this to Dokken too. The title Lesser of Two Evils is a little bit more interesting than Easy Come, Easy Go, I think. And then the Dokken song What Price versus The Road's Still Long. I'm giving that one to Dokken again because What Price makes me think, well, what are you buying? As opposed to Easy Come, Easy Go is like you don't know what Easy Come, Easy Go means. But What Price makes you think, well, what are you selling? And what is your price? So that gets the edge. And the last song from Dokken is From the Beginning. And that is going against... Wait a minute. There's, What Price going against... there seems to be like... I don't know if I forgot a song, but if one of the Dokken songs is called The Road's Still Long, that's still kind of a boring tune. So if I forgot one song versus another song, I don't care. Anyway, the last song from Dokken is From the Beginning, and the Cinderella song is Hot and Bothered. I'm giving that one to Cinderella. The title Hot and Bothered is kind of cool. So Dokken gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Cinderella gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there you go. If you want me to actually listen to the albums and tell you from my viewpoint of how the songs sound, then give me a message and I'll give you my PayPal link. And then if you give me $50, I'll do the album by listening to both of those albums, which I don't want to do. But for $50, I will. But otherwise, this has been my review, and like it or lump it. Bye.